G'day, I'm Melissa Shannon, founder of digitalscrapbookinghq.com, and today I'm here with you in Photoshop Elements 2021 for the ABCs of PSE. Today's letter of the day is the letter W for the Recompose tool. So I'm going to show you how you can recompose your images in Photoshop Elements using the Adobe Sensei engine and the Recompose tool. The first thing I'm going to do with this photograph is I'm going to straighten the horizon here because it's totally bugging me. So I'm just going to click and drag with the straighten tool. If you haven't checked out my video on the straighten tool, just click on the link above. It's under the P of the ABCs of PSE. So I've just straightened that horizon and now I'm going to recompose. So what I'm going to do is I am going to resize this image to make it kind of more panoramic. So what I want to do is protect some areas of the image. So I'm going to paint over the things that I want to remain the same. And then I am just going to click and drag to make it a panoramic image. So we can just use any handle here. And then we can click on the check mark and it has now resized our image. However, I do need to resize the canvas so we can actually see it. Just click Image, Resize, Canvas Size, and then put in the dimensions that you want your image to be. I've just added a little bit of width and now it fits perfectly. Let's use our move tool to move that back. And now I can have some fun with this image. If I want her to be kind of on the 1/3 line, I could even recompose it a bit more just on this side. Even without protecting or drawing on Emily to protect her, it has really used its smarts to recognize that that is our subject. Let's compare this with the original image. We've got now a beautiful panoramic photo to enjoy. I think this would be a lovely photo for Emily's desktop background to print on her wall or really anything. It's such a lovely shot of Eagle Bay down south. Now there are a few options to learn about in the Recompose tool. We have our protection brush. Whenever we brush over an item here, we're protecting it from being resized. And then we can also erase areas. Really, we only want her. We don't care about, the water on the edges, etc. This is our adjustment for that brush size. And here we can actually resize it to a set photograph size. So, 16 by 9, 4 by 6. You can flip it height and width to get like a horizontal instead of a vertical and so on and so forth. And then if you don't like how anything turns out, you can press the red cancel button. And then this option highlights the skin tone. So the skin tones is what it's looking for to know what not to move. Now in this photo, we have a lot of brown rocks, so it's possibly confusing a little bit. But if we wanted to, for example, recompose this photo, we might want to select the skin tones and then, perhaps remove those areas and add like my lips there. So these are all the things that we do not want to move. The great thing is you can just undo and redo and you can drag it and see how everything looks there. And you can redo it as many times as you have need. Now this obviously works best with photos that don't have, things like these wire chairs, and it often works well with landscapes, as we've seen. I hope you have some fun playing around with the Recompose tool. If there's anything I didn't cover, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have. If you've learned something new or you've enjoyed this video about the Recompose tool, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos in the series. To make sure you don't miss a video, subscribe to my email list and you'll receive my free printable shortcut cards. If you'd like to learn more about Photoshop Elements or digital scrapbooking, head to digitalscrapbookinghq.com.